I wouldn't go as far as saying that there's an environmental roadblock. It's already been determined that, like in the last dredging, they just put it on a barge, took it out in the bay somewhere, and dumped it. And this material, due to the different manufacturing that's been on both sides of the harbor over the years, going back many of them over a century, there's material in the bottom that cannot be dumped out there. It's got to be disposed in another way. Now, I wouldn't call that an obstacle. It's going to create more expense and that kind of thing, but it doesn't prevent it from happening. Now, a recent study that was commissioned by Transport Canada, and I apologize, I can't remember the dates, but that study basically has come back, not basically, it comes back and states that the harbor will heal itself, just leave it alone and don't do anything. And we can put people on the moon, so we can find a way to deal with this. Like the, excuse me, the big fear, of course, is if you start to dig, you stir up the water, and of course the city gets its water source out of there, not very far away. And of course you don't want to in any way damage the water intake for the city. But there's got to be ways to deal with it. I'm not an expert in those those fields, but logic tells me that it can be done. To me, you can find any reason not to do something, but that's not one of them in my opinion. Anybody that's crossed the bridge at Little Current onto La Cloche Island, right on the right-hand side, there's a big pile of stuff there that's under tarp, and it's been under tarp for, I'm going to say 15 years plus. It's still there, and that is due to, there was a coal facility around there where the rail lines used to come in and dump their coal and probably other things. But that is an option. I haven't heard it talked about here, but I believe Scott's right, that could be one of the options. But I don't blame any company, I don't blame the city of Owen Sound or anyone else for not wanting to take over that environmental liability. And so at the end of the day, what my message has been and will continue to be, do you think anybody's crazy enough to take it over with that? The answer is no. Dredge the harbor, get rid of those contaminants, and I'm convinced somebody will take that harbor over if they don't have to take over that liability as well. So we'll go along those lines.